Hello YouTube, this is Black Skull. My real name is Zach, if you don't know already, and I feel something needs to be said sooner than later as of now. And it's nothing majorly serious, obviously. I wouldn't be making this video if it was. I'd handle it myself, but there's an individual on YouTube all around us with far too much spare time, even more than myself. Far too much spare time that he's essentially abusing to go around harassing female goth YouTubers for his own amusement. I'm not gonna, pardon me, I'm not gonna name any of their names. Well, I will mention his name in good time, but sorry if you can hear that. I will mention his name in good time, which is something I would normally never do. Don't get me wrong, I don't name drop, but this is different. I've heard what he has to say. I've spoken with him myself, and at one point he even used to be subscribed to me, which is the eeriest part considering the things he's said. One particular YouTuber, which I consider a friend, I certainly hope she thinks of me the same way, but you know who you are if you can see this. She's been harassed by him for copious amounts of months by now, since the beginning of the year, I presume. I could be wrong, but it wasn't until like 4, 5, 6 months ago that I finally officially reported his account. I didn't just flag one of his comments or whatever. I went to his actual account, I hit the flag, I reported him for harassment, bullying, and everything I possibly could. I gave all the information I could. I wrote down specific details of who he was harassing. I mentioned names and whatnot, but he has a different account now, and he goes by two names depending on which account you wish to refer to him by, but his username before was Sebby, Sebby, and it's, there's a space in between the two. But now he goes by Johnny A's Garth. And the eeriest part about this is, I don't know if I've already mentioned this or what. If I mention something twice, it's because I've tried to record this twice already, and I've fucked up what I wanted to say. So if I repeat anything that I've already said before, that's why. Just because I'm all scatterbrained and fucked from this essential drama, I guess you could call it. But yeah, bruh, this dude, it's one thing to have a YouTube account where all you want to do is, spread good messages out to other YouTubers who have uploads on their video, and you don't necessarily have to have videos on your own channel, but it helps to show that you're innocuous by nature, depending on the videos, of course. Anyone who knows me knows I upload rather peaceful videos most times, but more often than otherwise, I use my spare time when I'm not making videos to spread as much love as I possibly can to friends and possible friends in the making, so to speak. And that's not what this guy has done. That is not what this guy has done at all, in any way, shape, or form. He means harm. And the very worst part is that when, like, this is what I mentioned earlier, what I was getting to earlier. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but he was subscribed to me. This person was in my domain on YouTube, watching my content, commenting on it, writing just about the most far-fetched bullshit you could possibly imagine. Like, it's bad enough that he's going out of his way to harass random goth girls on the site, but the fact that he's doing it to me, someone that I thought I could trust, someone I tried to make friends with. Like it's not. I mentioned him in my very first Q&A. You know, obviously, I wasn't as concerned about it now as well, I wasn't concerned about it then as much as I am now. But you know, times have changed. He's shown his true colors. He's even gone so far as to try making lies about me. He's even tried to go so far as to say that I spread lies about him or anything like that. Like this person, I don't even think it's a grown man at this point. I think it's just some, you know, shit kid or whatever. But if it is a grown man, that makes it even worse considering what he may or may not be capable of. All right, just oh my god, like I don't even know. I don't even know how to describe just exactly how I feel about this current situation, but um, like he goes so far as to try saying that I'm making things up about him or that you know I'm the one trying to hurt him or whatever, but don't believe it. All right, you know, you've seen my content, you've read my comments on other people's videos. You know that I would never ever go out of my way to slander or even attempt to physically or even emotionally hurt anyone for my own personal amusement. I do not do that. I am not like that. That's not how I think. I'm not sadistic. I'm not masochistic. I'm not in any way, shape, or form a danger to anyone, especially the ones I'm supposed to and or do love and trust. Like I don't even know where to begin with this guy. Like he is everywhere and nowhere all at once. You know, I've already reported his first channel. He's already come back with another channel. At first he was as he is now, Johnny A's Garth, and now you know, his username changed to Sebi Sebi. I started blocking and deleting him as much as I could, but he kept coming back to me. Like he has this way. He claims to have some sort of app that he uses. I think he's a hacker. Personally, I think he's a hacker, and this guy is relentless with the stuff that he writes. Just my main caveat that I'm trying to get at here, my main reason for making this video to begin with, is just because I want everyone, not just other goths, to be careful who they trust on the internet. Just look out for certain signs. I mean, obviously this guy has no video content. He's got like one playlist on his channel. His YouTube picture as of now is of the father from Little House on the Prairie just sitting in a barn with one leg up. Um, like, this guy used to pretend he was one of us. He used to pretend that he was of Gothic inclination. He used to pretend like he was interested in anything I had to say on the matter. He even asked me for advice on how to decorate his room. And I'm not even going to get into detail about who he's harassed. I'm not going to name any names. Specifically the one person who I know of, um, who I consider a genuine friend that he's been harassing, but you know, I want you to be careful. Like he is out there and he's got far too much spare time. Like I've already blocked him as of now, and for some reason, to my honest surprise, it worked. So now I really can't defend anyone from him without, you know, unless he makes himself another channel or makes himself known with some dumbass mistake or even an intentional, you know, message or whatever. I don't think I can help anymore. But I will address the issue as best I can, but at the same time I want to remain not so much conservative but innocuous with my methods. And with him, that could be proven to be easier said than done. Just stay safe, all of you. Anyone who comes across this video, just stay safe. Be careful who you trust. Watch out for certain signs. And whatever you do, don't show any fear. I mean, I'm showing my concern, but that's not genuine fear. You know, I'm not going, oh, this guy's armed or dangerous or whatever. I don't. I'm I'm not panicking over this. I'm just saying you should be aware, be alert. Just think before you act, because you do not want to end up like him. I love you all.